steep climb, some dangerous cliffs and lots of spectacular wild wall. We're on the Great Wall right here on Drone and Phone. Well, welcome to the second episode of our Great Wall adventure. I'm here with Andy. We've travelled about 5 hours on a fast train from Dandong along the wall and then another hour taxi ride to base ourselves in the Gubei water town. We're going to do 2 hikes, starting with one over there. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. Got out of the taxi, thought we were going up this little one over here, but we're going to go up this massive one over here.
It's 10 kilometres. It's about a 600-metre climb, and we can see that right in front of us. Beautiful day. Time to get going, Andy.
Come on.
The Great Walls of China are much misunderstood, and here at Drone and Phone we're on a mission to change that. Over 8 episodes we travel from the far east of the Ming Wall to the far west, bringing you a series of hikes that reveal a little of the history and the true splendour of this wonder of the world. Last night we arrived late at the Gubei water town and have risen early to find we are staying in the midst of a huge resort constructed from the Simatai Ming Dynasty castle on the outskirts of Beijing. It's an impressive complex and great for early morning photography. We take a taxi from the water town out to Baojiang village, where we set off on foot, only to be confronted by a villager wearing a red armband telling us due to the fire hazard we're not allowed to hike the Great Wall in spring. Fortunately though, he lets us through and we manage to evade a checkpoint further up the road. From there we leave the road and start a long 500-metre ascent to the wall. Then I'm presuming... Oh, maybe it goes up the side there.
Yeah.
See there?
Yeah.
It goes up over there.
Yeah.
And then up the top. The walk starts off reasonably gently, slowly becoming steeper as you approach the wall.
Well, it's just gone noon. It's very hot and it's very dry. And I thought we were going to walk the Great Wall of China. But what I didn't realise was that we've got to hike a massive hike just to get there. Look, we've still got miles to go. Goodness me, it's exhausting.
So the wall is now about 10 metres away from me, just coming up to it, but I've literally had to bushwhack up to get here. I'm hoping when we get to the wall it's going to be nice and easy to climb. Oh, I'm tired. Let me just turn around so you can see the wall itself. There we go. It's right there. And up over there is the tower. This part of the wall is extremely wild and not recommended without a professional guide. There are parts of the wall that are walkable, but in many sections you are forced to climb down and take a side, which is not always easy.
Where?
You can just come across a little bit on this one.
I can't see which is what and where.
Okay, this one, just lift it and I'll put it in the right place.
Hold on. The right foot.
Yeah, can you stretch it over to here?
Hold on. I'm going over there, yeah, that's it.
As you can see behind me, we're on what they call wild wall. That's wall that's not been renovated and made safe for tourists. Slippy, a little dangerous. We're going to climb up. Just behind me is the highest point. If I turn around here, you can see Jack up there on the highest point there. And from there on, it's all downhill back home, mainly along the wall, into the place where we started. As wild as the wall is, this section of the wall is stunningly beautiful and feels more genuine than the manicured reconstruction we were on in the previous episode. However, we are increasingly aware that the challenges of walking it are beyond an average hiker. Well, we've just come from this tower up here. There are 2 ways you can go. You can either try to follow the wall, which we tried at first Frankly, that is just dangerous, and we strongly recommend you don't do that. Jack found a much safer path just down here, which we recommend, which was quite easy. It follows the contour. It's not quite as exciting as walking on the wall, but it's much, much safer. And now we're back up on the wall and about to take on the last tower. We follow the wall for about 4 kilometres, but this should not be underestimated, as it takes us several hours to negotiate before leaving the wall and coming down on a path similar to the one we used to climb onto it. I'm not sure how much you can see behind me. I'm shooting into the sun, but we've come from the Great Wall, which is up here. We've come down, and now we're about to go down this valley that's going to actually take us back to the Gubei water town where we're staying tonight. The hike down was relatively easy, taking on a concrete road at one point and slowly making our way through a valley and into the back of the water town. We arrive exhausted as the sun sets over the town and the drones come out to put on a show. Well, that's the end of this episode. It was 10 kilometres in the end. Very tough. We wanted to go wild on the wild wall, as they call it. Is it wild enough for you?
DJ, every single time I do a drone and phone, there's wildness in there, but today was off the scale wildness.
Yeah, there was a lot of technical walking. This one is really for people either going with guides or extremely experienced. Now we're going to do a whole load more Great Wall adventures, so please follow us on droneandphone.com or on our YouTube channel. For now, I'm a very tired DJ. How about you, Andy?
I'm an exhausted Andy J.
And this is Drone and Phone. Bye.